This is the WVU Sports Buzz, presented by U.S. Cellular.
The Mountaineer tennis team ushers in a brand new era this weekend with new head coach Miha Lisats. Welcome to the Buzz, everyone. I'm Amanda Mazey. Well, WVU will head to Colorado this weekend for their first fall competition at the Air Force Tournament. This year's roster is mostly made up of underclassmen, including sophomore Haley Barrett, who recorded 7 singles victories last season. Now, she says the transition to a new coach has been exciting.
It's been great so far. We really like Miha and his approach to everything, and we've been having a lot of fun and working with new girls and working hard, and it's been good so far.
You're a sophomore this year. Last year as a freshman, you had 7 wins. What did you learn last year, and what do you hope to improve upon this year?
Last year was definitely tough with especially the Big 12 matches, and we early side I learned a lot about competing against those really tough teams, and hopefully use that to do well this season.
You guys open up the fall season this weekend. How excited are you to get out here in the court with your new coach, just kind of a new start as a sophomore this year?
Yeah, I'm really excited to implement the things we've been working on so far, and we've been working a lot on footwork and conditioning and everything, and also the skills and stuff we've been working on too. So it'll be exciting, some tough competition, and I think it'll be good.
Up next for the ladies, the University of Akron, October 4th through the 6th. Well, Sunday afternoon, the men's soccer team opens up MAC play against nationally ranked Akron here at home. Match time is set for 7 p.m. Meanwhile, the women's soccer team hits the road for their first 2 Big 12 conference games. Friday night, they'll play Oklahoma State. Then Sunday, they'll head south to Texas to take on Baylor. The ladies are looking to defend their regular season Big 12 title.
Yeah, I definitely think we have a target on our back, being that last year was our inaugural season and we came in and kind of took it away from a lot of people. I think that a lot of teams are going to be gunning for us, and I think it's just going to be just as tough as last year, and we have to work just as hard, maybe even harder, to scout the teams, make sure we're ready for the games. And we're going into some new places like Oklahoma and Oklahoma State and Baylor. And those are going to be some tough games, especially away, so we just have to make sure we prepare ourselves.
You guys have played a really tough non-conference schedule, had some good wins, losses, ties, kind of all over, but been pretty successful. So do you guys feel like you're prepared to get into this Big 12 play with the schedule you've played so far?
Yeah, I definitely think we've been preparing ourselves well, with Penn State, Duke, UNC. I think that it's just going to be practice every day, and, we're really, really excited. And I think, this is what we've been training for all last spring and all preseason, so I think we're ready to go.
Let's talk about you personally. Your dad played soccer in college. Your brother currently plays soccer at Cincinnati. Kind of runs in the blood. I mean, if you didn't play soccer, would you have kind of been the outcast?
Yeah, my dad definitely kind of put it on both my brother and I. He didn't force us to play, but he definitely encouraged it. But, I'm glad he did. It's gotten me to a lot of places I probably wouldn't have gotten. But I'm definitely happy with my decision, and I think my brother is too.
Another busy weekend for Mountaineer teams. Volleyball opens up conference play Friday night at the Coliseum, while football hosts Oklahoma State Saturday afternoon. Here is all the weekend action and the game time. Today, October 5th, former WVU baseball players will roll back into town for the annual Alumni Game, and it will be open to the public. It's the game of the old guys versus the current guys. Just kidding, everybody. But one alumni who says he'll be back here for all the action is current Padres infielder Jedd Gyorko. Now, I caught up with Jedd last week when San Diego was in town to take on the Pirates, and I asked viewers out there to tweet questions for Jedd, and he answered them. So here they are. And if you have a question you'd ever like answered, tweet me at Amanda Mazey. You might just see yourself on the screen. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.
All right, so our first Twitter question comes from Scott Limer, and he wants to know if you've seen any support for WVU athletics, WVU baseball, other than Pittsburgh when you've been traveling around.
Yeah, I've been surprised actually. Pretty much everywhere we go, I always see someone that's got a West Virginia flag or wearing a West Virginia shirt. I always try to give them a ball or something, but it is incredible how far the tradition stretches throughout the country. There's West Virginia fans everywhere.
All right, the next one is from Shanna Rose, and she wants to know what's it like to play back in Pittsburgh so close to home.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a dream come true. When I was a kid, I used to come up here, and this is where I would go to watch big league games. So it's a little bit surreal to be able to play here in front of friends and family.
Okay, the next question comes from a guy by the name of Jeremy Gum, former teammate. Are you scared of what I'm about to ask?
Should be interesting.
He just wants to know if you found a new spades partner.
We don't play a whole lot of spades. We're more into hearts around here, so a lot of hearts partners. But I don't even think he was my partner when we played here. So I don't know what he's talking about.
You're gonna crush him. All right, and the next one, I'm not gonna reveal who tweeted this to me, but he wants to know who was your favorite freshman when you were a senior. Maybe you can figure this one out.
Well, I already saw who asked this question before, but no one was my favorite as a freshman. I was only there as a junior, so I'll go that way. But Brady Wilson was one of my favorites. I liked him a lot.
So even if you hadn't seen the tweet that he sent me, you would have said Brady Wilson.
Probably, maybe.
Brady will be happy. All right, one more thing. Can you give us a big "Let's Go Mountaineers" for all the fans?
Oh yeah, let's go Mountaineers!